Yo, big up Charles Lucas. At least Sterling had a career. Yeah, fair enough. I guess so, but Sterling's also kind of topped out. You know what I mean? He's not the player he once was. It's kind of sad to see how he's where he is. But again, you have to remember, Raheem Sterling was a professional footballer playing men's football since he was probably 16. You know what I mean? So it makes sense why he's burning out now. It's no surprise. And also Sterling probably should have done what I said about Rashford. He probably should have left for a new club before Man City got rid of him. He shouldn't have stayed at Man City as long as he did. He should have probably went somewhere else and, maybe went to another country to try to reinvent himself, learn a new way of playing, that would have been beneficial. But he didn't, so it is what it is. Rashford's going to have to deal with the same thing too. So it is what it is. Moving on. Big up Airmail. Big up Airmail, one of my favorite publications to check out. Well, actually, one of the only publications that I actually have a subscription to. I don't subscribe to a lot of things. Most of the things I just fucking use paywall back bypasses, paywall hacks to kind of read their articles. But I actually do subscribe to Airmail with my own hard-earned cash. So big up Airmail. Airmail do have their inaugural over and under list, which I always love to go through and talk about, and it's a perfect topic for this lovely podcast. So big up Jeannie Malley or Jeannie Morley or Jeannie Mao, however you pronounce your name. Apologies there. Big up Jeannie Moore for this article. It says as follows: overhyped. These are the overhyped things. Number one, personal truths. Don't know what that means, but yes, I'll agree. Gay men. I have to kind of agree. I'm not going to lie. I kind of have to agree. Only because I exist and I participate within the techno scene, club culture, nightlife and shit. And this idea that gay men are the kind of, they should be the go-to people for all things concerning nightlife. And they are the only ones that know anything. And everybody else, whatever you're doing can never match up to what a gay guy can do, or what gay people can do, or what queer people can do, is annoying. We're all on the same level. We all take in some of the same inspirations. We all go to the same sort of clubs. We all play music the same sort of way, especially behind a turntable. There's only so much you can do with 2 different sets of decks or 4 decks. There's not much more you can do outside of what we already do. So this idea that gay men are the bastions of culture and they're the spearheading force of everything that goes on in the scene is fucking annoying. It really is. And also putting them on like a pedestal as some sort of protected class as if they could do no wrong is also annoying. Because anybody that's been to Berghain, anyone that's been to Berghain and had one of those big burly gay men in Berghain move you, barge you and make you fucking do a 360, have you spinning like you're fucking Michael Jackson will know while gone. Anybody that's been in the toilets queuing up to take their multivitamins and had a gay man just fucking knock you to the side, jump in front of you and just close the door. Like as someone else is coming in, go into the toilet, you're waiting to go into it, close the door and not even acknowledge your presence. Or if they do, look you up and down like you're some piece of shit. You will know that gay men are not to be protected or like unhallowed, a class that should be kind of put on a pedestal. They are just as mean as the straights. Gay men are just as mean, if not more mean, than the straights. Especially if you watch fucking RuPaul's Drag Race, you would see how mean they fucking get. If you watch fucking Bad Boys Club, watch Bad Boy Clubs on Zeus, bruv. Watch Bad Boy Clubs on Zeus if you want to see how mean gay men can get. And if you want to see how fucking good those motherfuckers can fight. So let's relax a little bit. Because those motherfuckers are just as mean as everybody else. You go Berghain and those people, god damn it, man. The gays in Berghain, god damn it. They will bum you out. They'll barge around you. They'll take up all the space around you. They'll make the space around you their space. And then they'll act like you're kind of intruding and you're being weird. They'll cut in front of you in the queue. They'll fucking roll their eyes at you. They'll say, girl, girl, girl all the time. They'll dress you down. They'll say some cunty thing to you that'll make you feel super self-conscious and insecure. So much so that you're on the U-Bahn, kneeled over with your head in between your fucking legs, rocking back and forth because somebody said "ah" to you in a fucking dance. Yo, gay guys are not. Yo, anybody that's been in clubs knows where I'm going with the gay guys, man. They are fucking meanos. Mean-os. Anyway, another overhyped thing. Raw milk. This is a white people thing, to be fair. This is only the Mundeles. Only the Mundeles are gonna be drinking raw milk. Only Mundeles. I don't think you can find a single black person, brown person, or yellow person who drinks raw milk. Like legitimately. It's like people that walk outside the street in a metropolitan city barefoot. Oh, because I'm grounding. Bro, you're grounding in London. You're grounding in New York. You're trying to ground in San Francisco. You're trying to ground in these cities where there's glass and piss and shit all over the place. Are you serious? So this is only a Mundele thing. This is a white people thing. So I'll allow that. Menendez brothers. I'm not really over it. If they are innocent, I'm not over it, and I do have sympathy for them, especially if what that guy said about them isn't true, or the guy that made a documentary. The guy that made a documentary tried to make it seem as if, again, I didn't watch the documentary movie thing, but allegedly in the documentary, the director tried to make it seem like the Menendez brothers were in an incestual relationship and that their parents discovered it, and then the brothers killed their parents to conceal the truth. That's what they're saying. Maybe, but when in actuality, they could just be really close. I'm not sure if they're twins or not, but they could just be really close. But the director added that bit into the story, which obviously there's no truth to it and no evidence for it. But I guess he just felt that because they were good looking and there were two guys that maybe they were incestuous or whatever. So I think that side of things is a bit unnecessary and muddy the waters. And, you know, that family's already going through whatever they're going through. And it's probably a traumatic experience. Then to have some directors say, oh yeah, shit, the two guys were gay is unnecessary. You know, it's really unnecessary. Really, really unnecessary. So if they're innocent, I don't think they're overhyped. I think everything that's been done now to get them out is good because they didn't kill their parents. And if they're not, you know, fucking each other, it's also a good thing too because they get to kind of, you know, set the record straight when they do come out. Continue on. Disposable vapes. Now, I don't vape, right? I don't really care for it. I'm more of a, as what's her face would say, as Kylie Jenner's mum would say, or as Kylie Jenner's dad would say, I'm a traditional type of girl, right? I'm a traditional type of girl. So when it comes to fucking smoking, if I was to smoke, I want to smoke cigarettes. Big up my girl Olga. But I know there's people in Asia who have this particular type of cigarette that's really thin. Because we don't really have ones. Because I remember back in the day, I used to smoke like, what are they called? Menthol cigarettes to be cool in the club. I go in the smoking area because that'll be my platform to kind of dance and, you know, schmooch and try and rizz up some things and maybe just try and take some, you know, multivitamins out there while I got the chance, get a breath of fresh air, you know, air out my t-shirt, all that good shit. I'd love to kind of take, you know, in the club with me a pack of menthol cigarettes. Even though I don't smoke, even though I have sports-related asthma, and even though I have like my nasal issues with my nasal polyp surgery that I had, where my nose can sometimes get stuffed really easily, and you know, I've got allergies and shit, it's not the best idea for me to smoke. It's not a good idea. But I still do it because, you know, I'm a fucking rebel. So I'd go do this shit, and I usually would prefer to do it with menthol cigarettes. Menthol cigarettes now I think are really expensive, and I don't really do them anymore. But I do remember one time meeting somebody, and Olga, she mentioned it as well to me. In Asia, they have these really thin, light cigarettes. I forgot the brand of what they are, but they sell them all across Asia. I think I might have seen it in Bali when I was there, actually. And those cigarettes are amazing. So if they sold those type of cigarettes in the UK, the really thin, light ones that you could kind of smoke in a smoking area just to kind of, you know, pass the time, weren't so super intense like a regular cigarette, I would do it. So I think cigarettes over vapes any day of the week. I also don't mind disposable vapes over the fucking contraptions that are like those fucking things that look like iPhones. They look like fucking they look like fucking hard drives, right? The vapes that people have, like they've got the fucking tube and they've got the clear cylinder so you can see the water bubbling. It's like you're sucking on a fucking exhaust. Those things are fucking redacted. If you're gonna do those little cute vape ones, cool, the disposable ones, but the fucking ones that you can fill in, the ones that you see guys, especially, I don't know why, but in the UK, if you go to like an area where there's a lot of like offices, like you go to Liverpool Street, you go to Shoreditch and shit, you will see a lot of people in the smoking area, product designers, usually product people, right? And developers and shit. They love to vape. And developers and product designers and shit and project managers, whoever those type of people are, they love those vapes so you can kind of assemble them. So you see them in the outside of their building where they work, assembling this fucking vape and put it together, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, Maybe they've got THC in it. Who fucking knows? But I think that's completely dumb. But I also don't like the cutesy, butesy, itsy bitsy, ergonomically fucking correct, disposable vapes design. Why do they all look like that? Why do all disposable vapes look the same? They've all got that kind of like, it almost looks like a pebble, like a really round, like it's ergonomically designed to kind of fit into the palm of your hand. It's also, I feel like they purposely designed it in a way so you can cover it with your hand and suck it and no one can see. But bruh, everyone can see. I don't think I've ever seen somebody vape in secret that I haven't noticed. Everyone notices. We can see you putting your hand to your mouth. We can see you doing a little fucking inside fucking exhale. We can see it. You can't hide vaping. Do you know where you can hide vaping is maybe if you take the vape to the fucking veins. Maybe you put a vape on an IV drip. I'm sure somebody must have done that, right? You're vaping with an IV drip, maybe. Then you can just be blowing it out and no one can see you actually inhaling. But no one can hide the inhale. You can always see the inhale. No one holds their hand like that. The vape was designed is fucking redacted. So personally, I don't understand it. I think it makes no sense whatsoever. The whole fucking vaping thing. I've always fucking hated it personally. But I think if you're gonna vape, weird enough, if you're gonna vape, I feel like you should probably smoke cigarettes. Please. If you're gonna vape, just smoke a cigarette. Just smoke a fucking cigarette. Grow up and smoke a cigarette. Yes, I know they taste nice and the flavors and shit, but grow up and smoke a cigarette. You don't need a vape with a screen, right? You don't need a vape with a fucking screen. Just smoke a fucking cigarette. It really isn't that deep. Please, I beg of you. Just smoke a fucking cigarette. It isn't that deep. And the reason why I say it isn't that deep is because it seems like people that are addicted to vaping, are addicted to vaping in ways that no one could ever conceive. And look at this as an example. This way of vaping is so fucking insane to be at this level of addiction that, you just have to pray. You just have to pray for this young lady. You just have to pray for this young lady. So this is courtesy of Twitter and the Instagram or the Twitter account Kira Won't Miss. And it features a Colombian lawmaker vaping during a health reform meeting. The health reform meeting is being live streamed, I'm assuming, or recorded somewhere. And this health minister in Colombia is vaping. She sees the camera, quickly tries to put it down, but it's like, Jesus Christ. That's how addicted people are. That's how addicted and addictive vaping is, that this young lady is risking her job to get that vaping. She's risking her blood clot job to get a little sucky suck, to get a little inhale, to get a little exhale going, to feel some of that sweet banana scented fucking air pass through her lungs and turn into fucking water. Absolutely insane that a Colombian lawmaker during a health reform meeting is vaping. Absolutely wild. But again, am I surprised? No, because vaping seems to be super addictive. You see kids on TikTok with those videos where they show you like all the vapes that they've been using, and they're plenty, like whole trays and boxes and shit. It's mad. But then the weird thing is, if somebody like me was to show people my trays of all my used up fucking baggies for my multivitamins, suddenly people look at you like a crackhead. Oh my God, that's so bad. So it's okay for somebody to show you a whole tray, a whole box, a whole Nike box full of fucking used vapes that are now empty. But if somebody shows you a bag full of little baggies that they may have had multivitamins in, you look at them like they're a fucking loser. You start judging them. You start pointing fingers. Like, come on, man, that ain't fair. That ain't fair. Huh? If we're all crackers, let us all be crackers together. This is a form of crack too. This is just a vapor crack. Right? This is like vapor crack, right? This is what this is. Scented vapor crack. But it's the same thing. The moment somebody realizes how to scent crack cocaine and make it smell like mangoes or something, and not like What's crack cocaine when people smell it? It smells like someone's burning a pen or something. If somebody can figure out how to scent crack cocaine, maybe give it like a strawberry scent, mango scent, peach scent, strawberry scent, orange scent, ooh, lime, lemon. Imagine. Big up the Colombian lawmaker. Big up her. Continuing on. Wearing pimple patches in public. Yes. I'm glad somebody said this. I am glad. I'm so freaking glad that somebody said this. Hallelujah. I've been saying this for so long. I recently put up an Instagram story because I think I've noticed it in Berlin. Because actually, weirdly enough, when I was in Berlin, you know what was really strange when I was in Berlin? I saw way more like Gen Z kids in Berlin hanging out than I did like techno freaks and techno, TikTok techno fucking ninjas and shit. Honestly, I saw way more kids wearing Arc'teryx, wearing baggy blue jeans, wearing speed cats, wearing New Rock boots, wearing Go Faster glasses, wearing rain jackets, wearing fucking what are they called again? Wearing those carabiners on their jeans with the keys on it. Like I saw a lot more kids under 27, let's say 27, rolling around the streets of Berlin, like the cool trendy ones that take like fit pics against walls. Before, I saw loads of like techno kids, people like stomping around, wiping their nose all the time, you know, drinking outside spat cups and stuff. But this time I saw a lot more trendy kids, like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. But then because I saw a lot more trendy kids, I saw a lot more trendy kids with the fucking stupid star things, right? What they call those star sticker spot things, right? What's that? Star sticker for spots or something, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? All these kids are wearing these fucking stupid things on their faces. Like it looks good. It doesn't look good. I swear on my life it doesn't look good. You look so lame. You look so fucking lame with these little stars on your face to try and give you a bit of personality. Like what the fuck is going on? And allegedly this is done to protect spots. Allegedly this is done for spots maintenance or spots health or spots care. And it's like, bro, what happened to just putting cream? What happened to just applying some cream? What happened to just applying some cream on your face? What happened to avoiding seed oils? What happened to avoiding vegetable oils? Right? What happened to drinking a lot of water? What happened to fucking cleaning up your diet? Maybe doing an elimination diet and figuring out what is fucking giving you the spots in the first place? What happened to just being a kid and letting the spots rock? By the way, this girl is doing stolen spots valor or spots stolen valor because I don't see any lumps underneath those stickers. I don't see any lumps under this cute girl stickers. I don't see them. I don't see any lumps. So she's doing a bit of spot stolen valor. But what happened to just letting your spots rock? Cleaning them. Making sure your face is nicely cleansed. Especially now where everybody's into fucking Korean healthcare or Korean fucking skincare. Why aren't people fucking clearly trying to fucking, you know, cleanse their face properly? Why aren't they trying to do that? And making sure that their diet's right. Getting loads of liquids in them. I don't understand this spot thing. I think it's lame, but again, I think it's just another thing to kind of give you personality. If the nose ring can't give you personality, if the dyeing your eyelashes can't give you personality, if shaving off your eyebrows can't give you personality, if the funky haircut can't give you personality, you have to do that. And it's like, sorry, I think it's the hate, the karma and the hate. Someone's kind of sending me bad vibes somewhere. But the funny thing is, I feel like these Gen Z kids are actually quite interesting. I think they're quite fearless in the way that they approach things. I like that they don't really believe in paying their dues. I like that they don't really believe or care a fuck about institutions or respect brands and individuals the way that maybe millennials like I did back in the day. Well, we'd be obsessed with, I'm obsessed with James Jebbia. I'm obsessed with Supreme. I'm obsessed with Hiroshi Fujiwara. I'm obsessed with fucking Nigo and, you know, and Tep from fucking Double Taps and shit. But these kids, they all believe in their own hype. You know, they believe they can be the fucking next fucking Marc Jacobs. They believe they can be the next fucking Alexander McQueen. They believe they're better than fucking Demna. I love that about these kids. So it's like they're actually way more interesting. They're actually way more interesting than I think my generation was. But yet they put too much attention and too much foresight and effort into how they look to show how interesting they are. It's like, no, forget looking interesting. Be an interesting person. Do interesting things. Put out interesting work. Instead of like doing all these stuff to your face and to your hair to make you look like you're someone interesting. No. Actually, or even better, why not have the way you look match up to the work you're producing? How about that? Why don't you be congruent? Why can't you be congruent? Why can't you have your look be this way and then the work you produce be that way, so that when people are like, oh shit, that makes sense. That makes sense. As opposed to whatever else is going on. Oh, what do you do? I work in HR. Really? Looking like that? What's the point? I thought you was a contemporary artist. I thought you was a sculptor. Right? I thought you made fucking vases and shit. You are just working as a receptionist somewhere in a gym. That makes no sense. You know? But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Continue on to the hate list. Tasting menus. Yeah, again, this is a Mundele thing, a white thing. I don't believe in tasting menus. I go to places to go eat properly. If you have a set menu, I'm eating it. That's basically it. I also don't like restaurants that have like set menus where like you can't like, you know, like taste. That's not the same as a tasting menu. But you know where restaurants have like, oh, this is the courses that we're serving and this is it. You pick one or two. Nah, fuck off. I want to pick my stuff. Don't give me 1 and 2 and I have to go through the fucking different courses. No, I want to pick what I want to eat. So that or whatever. Aura rings. I don't know what an aura ring is. What the fuck is an aura ring? Is that what I think it is? Is that those kind of like crystally ones? What the fuck is an aura ring? What the fuck is an aura ring? Ah, these tech. Okay, cool. Yeah, super lame. Super duper lame. But to be fair, these tech rings, an aura ring is a what do you call it? Is a Finnish technology, a company known as Aura Ring, a smart ring used to track sleep and physical activity. So it's basically the ring version of a Whoop, right? Wing version of a Whoop. Yeah. No, thank you. Not interested in the slightest. I don't really give a fuck about Whoop either. I don't need to track that much. Like, I want to track my physical activity. So give me like an Apple Watch. Give me like a Strava. A watch with maybe Strava capabilities or Garmin capabilities, and that's it. I don't need to track my sleep and shit. That's dorky, super dorky, super lame. So I'm not into it at all in the slightest. But maybe it depends. It depends, I guess. Any job that starts with creative. A part of me feels like these sort of things are unfair. Because it almost, and obviously the second one is creatives. So any job that starts with creative and creatives is overhyped. I feel like it's unfair because I feel like the people that say this are the ones who have like milked it. They've rinsed it. They've gotten as much juice as possible out of the freelancer, creative, you know, I don't really do much. I consult brands, you know, whatever vague job they have that pays them millions and they've been able to live a good life on. They've rinsed that. And now the economy has kind of shifted. Those kind of willy-nilly consulting creative jobs aren't as plentiful as they once were, and now everyone has to get regular jobs or jobs that aren't as sexy. Now they're like, oh yeah, I'm over it. Nah, bro, you got to rinse it. We're not over it. We would still love those jobs. Like, I would still love to be a creative director. I'd still love to fucking consult with somebody. Why the fuck not? But, you know, those things are farther away now because, you know, you guys fucking rinsed it and got all the juice out of it. And people don't want to waste money on someone just giving them some consultation about their brand that they could easily probably Google or chat GPT if they needed. So I feel like these comes from a point of privilege. Oh, I got what I needed out of it. Now I'm over it. Nah. Don't give us the carcasses. Don't give us the carcasses. Nah. Let us eat when you fucking killed. Let us eat when you killed. If actually, let us go out on a kill with you. Let us go out on a kill you so we can pick what bit of the fucking ball we want to fucking extract and we fucking want to tear into. Don't fucking give us a carcass and then tell us, oh, I've had enough of this. I'm so over eating meat. I'm a vegan now. Oh, really? Oh, really? After you just ate that whole fucking ball by yourself, you right? God the hell. Anyway, continue. The West Village. I don't live in New York, so I can't say, but I'd imagine the West Village might be probably an example of us. What's West Village in the UK? Maybe Hackney Wick? No, that's not West Village, isn't it? What's West Village in the UK? What is the London equivalent to the West Village? Maybe Notting Hill? Notting Hill, maybe? Yeah, I said it. It was wrong. Wow, amazing. Okay, cool. So I should be over in Notting Hill To be fair, I never go to Notting Hill apart from if I'm gonna go to Carnival and grind my fucking penis against some, barely legal girl somewhere. That's the only time I ever go to Notting Hill. Angel, I don't ever go and hang out in Angel unless I'm going to a restaurant or something. Clerkenwell, same thing. King's Cross, work or restaurant, don't really hang out there. Knightsbridge and Chelsea, not ever there. Probably get arrested if I walk down the street. Marleybone, don't really hang out there. Primrose Real, don't hang out there. Shoreditch, I pass through when I'm riding my bike. On the way back from work, or if I'm visiting somebody, or if I'm going to eat somewhere, it's a nice place to hang out. I don't mind going to Shoreditch House. Actually, that's what I want to do at one point. At one point, that will be wealth to me as well, by the way. Forget the fucking Reggie Yates mansion, in London. I probably don't really have any time for that, to be fair. I probably would prefer to actually, when I get the money to buy a house like that, I'll probably would prefer to buy an apartment somewhere in Manchester or something. I'm not really bothered about the whole living in London thing. But, once I do attain a certain level of wealth, I would love to get myself a Shoreditch House membership. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy going to Shoreditch House. More so because I feel like I would use all the facilities. I'd be in the pool, I'd be in the gym, I'd be in the sauna, I'd eat there. Like the times I went there to go eat was with work. Like I went once with Nike, I went once with Virgil, I went once with maybe Adidas as well back in the day. So I've been in like 3 or 4 times with brands. Now, don't get me wrong, those are like special kind of like privileged type of stuff because you're going with brands and they don't play. They put the fucking black card behind the till. You can order anything. But it also gave me a good impression of what it's like to go to Shoreditch House representing or on the behest, or as a guest of Nike. They kind of welcome you in for the door. They have somebody take you up in the lift. You get taken to a certain section of the restaurant that no one people goes to. You sit down. You have a fucking meal. Yo, you get served the best. They're really attentive. Like, it was banging. And it was also banging with Virgil because people kind of recognize him in there. So I would love to go to Shoreditch House. And it'll be a good place to go because I feel like nightlife-wise, clubs aren't that great anymore. Pubs and bars aren't as great as they once were. So to go to a place like Shoreditch House where you can, be amongst the fellow quote-unquote creative folks and shit and interesting people will be pretty cool. And you're guaranteed to have a decent night. Get a drink, right? Because I'd use it as like a pre-place. I'd go to Shoreditch House, I'd chill out, grab a drink, give myself an espresso martini, maybe some snacks, maybe a couple of green teas and shit, chill out, hang out, spit some game or, some fucking super rich MILFs and stuff, get them giggling and gaggling, make friends with the fucking bartenders and the waiters and the kitchen porter guys because they're usually super cool and they'll usually come maybe bring in on certain things and maybe help you acquire some multivitamins, who fucking knows. If you're tired, you can go sleep there as well if you need be. But I would love to do that. And then when I want to go to Fold, I can jump in an Uber, jump on the fucking overground and bang, I'm done. I'm ready to go there. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would do. So that's what I'd probably do if I did when I get to that place where I can afford a membership. Because I think at the moment, Shoreditch House memberships are like what? I think it's like $5,000. Is it $5,000 or $1,000 a month? How much is it? How much is a Shoreditch House membership? Let's see. And obviously I'm not gonna do the under 27 thing. So do you have to remember? Yeah, you have to remember how much is it? The price. Okay, let me just go to the website. It'll just tell me the website, right? If I just go on the website, it'll tell me how much it is. But if I go on the website, it'll tell me how much it is. Yo, big up. Yeah, AJ Alexander in Brixton is hilarious. I've only been to Brixton a handful of times, and most of the time it's been for gigs. To go to the Brixton Academy, I don't really hang out in Brixton, I'm not gonna lie. One time I went to Brixton actually when I was in school to link some girl from Black Chat. If guys know, real ones know about Black Chat. I went to link some girl in Black Chat, so off Black Chat in Brixton, and I literally got chased out of there. So that's one of the last times I've actually enjoyed being there. But most time I just go for gigs. So that's about it. This is the streaming version of Berghain. Big up Izanella. I'll take that. The streaming version of Berghain, the #1 cultural commentary podcast in the world. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm actually even add that to my fucking description of my podcast. Big up Izanella. I appreciate you. And big up 20 Cent. Big up as well. Charles Lucas. Never been. My friend used to work at Chiltern Firehouse. Used to go there. Saw Madonna. Yeah, Chiltern Firehouse. I would go to eat, but I don't think I'm bothered about being a member there. That is a membership bar too, right? Or is it a private? Is it Chiltern Firehouse is also a membership bar, right? Chiltern Firehouse or Chiltern, right? It's a membership or just a restaurant? Is it? So it's a membership. So it's a private members club too. Okay. Okay. Chiltern Society starts at what? That's not true. No, it's open to the public. Reservations are recommended. The bar's usually open. So is it not private? No, sorry. So it's a place that celebrities go to. They just don't let you take pictures. Which is the exclusive club in London? Pavilion, Annabelle's, Shoreditch Arts Club. It's Chiltern Firehouse members only. Chiltern Firehouse is open to the public. It's not members only. You're just not allowed to take pictures in there. Okay, cool. Rewind it. Anyway, let's go back to Shoreditch House. How much is membership? Is that how cheap it is? So I could literally get one now. Set in East London's historic Tea Building, Shoreditch House is a home of creative community offering food and drinks and wellness and diverse social events. Now, to be fair as well, I know some people are over it. Some people probably listening to this are probably thinking, "Oh my god, actually, it's so lame. This is so over it." But you also have to also like acknowledge or kind of be aware of. When I was coming up in the scene, this was like the pinnacle of where you wanted to get to. You wanted to have your own membership because we've all been there. Most people that have been in the scene have been guests of somebody that has got a membership, but it's a different thing when you're a member yourself and they say hi to you when you walk in and shit and you have your own card. Like, oh, it's a different experience. So I would love that. That would be a real sign of, okay, cool, you fucking made it. Yeah, I mean, you've got a certain amount of money coming in that's just on auto pay that you can pay for it easily. Like, I'd fucking love it. And I think they've also got studios in there too, so I can even record podcasts in there if I needed to do so as well. But I really would love to go to it, and obviously it's not too far from where I am, so I could easily like cycle there and chill and hang out. So I'd fucking love it. Located on the 6th floor. The main club is spread across the 5th and 6th floor of the Tea Building. Inside is a gym, rooftop pool, panoramic views, and a cowshed spa, 2 restaurants, and daily program of events. We are accepting new applicants for membership at this house. Membership applications are reviewed quarterly by the committee. Membership starts from £160 a month. Really? Is that all it is? But I think you have to put a deposit down, right? Is it £160 only? No way. I thought it was way more than this. So you can get a membership that's with every house or your local house or a city without houses. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. I want to know how much it is just like, by yourself. So bear with me a second as I put in my details here because I would love to see how much this blood clot thing is. Let's see how much this blood clot thing is. Use strong password. Just give me one. Doesn't matter. Let's create my account. Oh, I already have an account. Okay, cool. Let me sign in. Okay, I didn't know I already had an account. I already have an account, allegedly. Let's send my login link on there. Check your inbox. Cool. Bear with me a second. I'll check my inbox here and see how much it costs to be a member of Shoreditch House. And just the one house. I don't need them to be all over the place. Although maybe going to the Berlin one will be quite nice actually. Maybe I should check that. Maybe it might actually be beneficial to check the Berlin one because they do have a Berlin one. So maybe that might be a good thing to go check out. That actually might be a good idea. Okay, there it is. Soho House sign in link. Because I remember, big up my guy Losbra. I think he went to the Berlin one and he had a bit of a blast. So maybe it might be nice to actually have a membership for Cross 2. Let's see here. So I got my details all over there. Let me continue. Bear with me a second as I get this to load. I just want to get to the screen where it shows me the price and I'll put the thing back on. Choose a membership. Let's see. Europe. So can I do different ones? So let me put this back on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing now. So it says choose a membership. I'm saying Europe. So what do they have here available? Let's see. Paris. Where's fucking where's Shoreditch? Where's London? Where is it? Soho House. Okay, I don't know. Where is it? Why is it? Why can't I see Shoreditch there? Or am I going blind? Okay, let's do London. Why is it not? Oh, UK. That's why UK. So UK. So let's do London. And can you do this and do both? You can, right? Oh, you can. So let's do that and let's do Berlin. Let's see what happens if I do London and Berlin. Where's the Berlin one? My eyes are fucking bad. I don't know. I can't see the Berlin one on there. Where is it? There you go, Berlin. Cool. Boom. All right, confirm selection. So I did Berlin and London. Let's see how much. Or does it do both, or does it can do one? Oh, it can only do one. Okay, cool. Let me do one then. It can't do both, unfortunately. Let me just do one, and then see. Continue. How much does this cost? Monthly. Oh, okay, cool. So what's every house? Every house membership. Every house membership gives you access to all Shoreditch House around the world. Only exception is Little Beach, Malibu. Okay, so the every house one is, what is it then? Every house introduction. What? Every house monthly house introduction fee is £550. Local house. Let's do local house. Continue. I'm so confused here. What? Let's go back. What's going on here? I don't understand what the hell is going on here. So how much is it? Is it every house? How much is it? Local house. Okay. Local house is 150. Ah, okay. Sorry, my bad. I see what's happening now. So every house is 3,500 to have a membership at every house except the ones mentioned there. Malibu. And yeah, Malibu one. So monthly you're gonna pay. So you pay a deposit of 550 for this will be converted to members credit exclusive of tax, and then you also have to pay $245 per month for every location around the world. But if you do a local house, it's only what, £109. Yeah, I might have to jump on that, bro. I might have to jump on that, bro. £109. Are you serious? I could do that. I could do that with me eyes closed, mate. I could do that with me blood clot eyes closed. So yeah, big up fucking Shoreditch House. Continuing on. New members club. I disagree again. I think people who have enjoyed membership clubs, who have been privileged enough to have them and soaking them and basking them, they're going to be the ones who are going to be like, oh, I'm over it. But people like myself who haven't had the opportunity to be a member of a private club yet and use it to its fullest extent and actually enjoy it, we're still there, and I still want to go to one. So let's relax. I think there's one actually in Dalston that actually, no, I think in Shoreditch actually. It's actually around the corner from like, so Shoreditch House is actually pretty decent too. I forgot the name of it. It's maybe under the bridge. Running clubs. I've been saying this for a minute that running clubs are fucking lame. People kept laughing at me and calling me a hater and calling me miserable. But I'm sorry. Running is a solo pursuit. If not, maybe with a friend. But running shouldn't be something that you pursue to be social. You actually run to get away from your problems. You run to clear your mind. You run to steady your mind. You run to meditate. You run to think. You're not trying to run to then run into a gaggle or a fucking gang or a fucking club or a cohort or a fucking whatever else of people. No, you run because you want to run yourself. Running in a group does make no sense, especially when you're starting to run. If you're just starting to run and you start running in a group, that makes no sense. You can barely breathe. You can hardly run a mile under 10 minutes. Why are you running with a group? Go and run by yourself for a bit. Go get your fucking, go get your cardiovascular fucking endurance up a little bit. Go get your fitness up and then maybe go to a group. But even then, no, groups are not necessary. Unless maybe you're trying to learn how to run a particular way and improve your form and shit. I think running should always be pursued as a solo thing. Always. Because everything else that we do is in a group. We go on holidays in groups. We eat in groups. We fucking, drink in groups. We hang out in groups. You're always with your friends or your family. At least have one thing that you do by yourself. For goodness sake, bro. I see people these days as well. Absolute weirdos, right? Absolute fucking weirdos I see online or I see outside. I see fucking weirdos, fucking freaks who go outside. Hear this, right? Hear this. They go to work in the morning on their commute. And they're on FaceTime talking to their wives or girlfriends or their mothers or their parents and stuff. It's like, bro, you're on the way to work. Why is this the time they have to call your relatives or call your loved ones? Why can't you just focus on going to work? Focus on, preparing yourself for the workday, or just steady your mind, clear your mind, or wake up in general. Because they're on FaceTime talking to their, it's like, God damn, bro. You're probably gonna do that again when you go home. You're probably gonna see them later anyway. Like, god damn, man. Is nothing sacred? The commute now has to be social. The running has to be social. The workouts have to be social. That's why I left my CrossFit box. Although the price was exorbitant because I was paying like 150 pounds for like 3 classes only per week. What I hated most about it was the group dynamic. Like the fucking fake like motivation. Come on, you can do it. You've only got 10 more. Actually, it's 11. Actually, it's 12. All this fucking fake shit. Like, whatever. I hated that shit. I hate group fun. I hate adult fun. Like collective forced adult fun. Like, fuck off. Work out by yourself. Run by yourself. Anxiety. I agree. It doesn't exist. It's not real. Moving on. The Bear. I haven't watched it, to be fair, but I think it looks good. I haven't watched it a single second, but I think it looks good. Long nails. I disagree. I think if they're talking about long nails as in acrylic nails, I quite like it because I think some of the girls nowadays look pretty ratty, especially the girls in my sort of scene. They look a little bit, you know, a little bit bohemian, a little bit dirty, a little bit like, you know, armpit hairish. So the nails are quite a good sign that they look after themselves and that they go and treat themselves to getting their nails done and shit. Especially acrylic nails because you have to get them done regularly. You can't leave them too long. Blah, 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 blah. So I think seeing a girl that's quite up to date or is quite consistent with her maintenance of her nails is a good thing because it means although she looks like she sleeps in an ashtray, although she looks like she sleeps at Fold, although it looks like she sleeps in a bottle of GHB, the nails tell me that the look is one thing. She might be wearing an over-dyed distressed shirt. She might be wearing busted up shoes. She might have Air Force Ones that look like, you know, they've been fucking on a tour in Afghanistan and shit. But the nails will tell me, oh yeah, this girl's clean. This girl looks after herself. This girl goes to the nail tech, you know, she got the nail tech on speed dial, which also probably means she washes her hair and, you know, washes it, shampoos it, conditions it. She probably puts a little bit of fucking aluminium laced, you know, deodorant under her armpits. She doesn't believe in like combing it or adding daffodils to it and shit. That's a good thing. So I think nails are a good thing. I'm not mad at it. Martinis, I don't mind also. I'm into the fucking cocktails and shit. I love a good espresso martini. I love a good, just a regular martini with some fries and a burger. I don't think there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. That's quite chic. It's quite fun. No problem with that whatsoever. I feel like the people that are over it, again, are the privileged few who've got a lot of these martinis and these fucking chip and these fries with their martinis and these burgers with their martinis. They've got them off. They've written them off. There's fucking tax write-up because they're freelancers, or they've gotten gifted to them, or they've been paid out by some brand that's taking them out. So they're over it now because, you know, they're over going to the fucking Chiltern Firehouse, or I'm over going to Nobu's. Yeah, because you're a privileged fucker. You've enjoyed it for so long. Us normies, we've never been to Nobu. You know what I mean? Maybe we fucking, you know, bought something pre-packed from fucking Nobu in the shop. Maybe we fucking bought a fucking piece of merch, but we never ate there. We'd love to eat there still. So it's still quite important to us. Michael Barbaro. I don't know who Michael Barbaro is, so I'll pass. Tradwives. I don't really care about that sort of stuff. Again, maybe it's an American thing. I think it's actually pretty decent to have that be a thing in America, a place where you guys are like incredibly promiscuous and very vulgar in how you kind of hook up and shit. It's probably a good contrast to also have a community of people who are into that sort of stuff, like, you know, being monogamous, having a family, being a traditional wife, being a stay-at-home wife, all that sort of shit. So it brings a good little counterbalance, maybe. I don't know. Ethical non-monogamy. I don't know what that fucking means. I guess it just means open relationships, right? Open relationships and stuff. Maybe. I feel like maybe the trend of people thinking that they need an open relationship is a little bit annoying, or wanting threesomes all the time. Like, most people aren't that horny, and most people just don't know what they want. So here, I want to open my relationship up. It's like, look, figure out what you want. Either you want to be on the streets or you want to be in a relationship. If you want to be on the streets, be on the streets. Be in a relationship, be in a relationship. But having both and mixing them is annoying, personally. I feel like you just need to decide either or don't, and just live your life. Whatever. Who knows? Who cares? Baccarat Rogue 54, don't know what that is. California Sober, I'm assuming is what people here do as well, where it's like, oh, I'm sober, but you're just sober from coke and fucking booze, but then you still smoke weed, and you might do a little bit of ket here and there because you're down and you heard that ket helps with depression. So yeah, that's out as well. That's out. Either you're fully sober or you're on it, but there's nothing in between. I don't want to hear it. All this, like, nah. And plus, you get more respect if you're fully sober in this world, because everybody knows how hard it is to be sober. because of the life we all live, the bills stacking up, the economy being the way it is, stresses with families, relationships, jobs, blah, blah, blah. We all know how hard life is. So if life is hard, sometimes an outlet to kind of make you feel something or make you feel nothing is drugs and booze. So when you don't do it, you get extra ratings, like super ratings. Like you, like especially for me, like I'm gonna rate you forever. I'm fascinated. Like fuck, how do you do it, bro? We're the same age. Oh, we're younger. You're younger than me, and you're sober. Wow, I'm fascinated. But you get 0 ratings if you're California sober. Nah, I don't respect you. Nah, I don't respect you. What is that? That's not sober then. Oh, I'm not on this, but I'm on this. It's like, bro, it's still the same thing. You're still taking drugs in. I'm even more saluting of the guys who like super sober as far as prescription drugs. They're so sober they believe in that whole thing of like not even taking aspirin and shit. Those people, wow, I'm salute you. They would never take aspirin. They don't take ibuprofen. They just look for alternative, natural kind of alternatives to kind of do those type of things. Like super respect, but you get no respect for California sober. Like fuck off. Barry Corrigan, kinda, maybe, yeah, kinda. I thought his role in that movie that he played the guy who was like sucking up the fucking bathwater, I thought that role was a bit overhyped. I don't think he was even that good in it. I think there was much stronger performances in that movie than him. I forgot what the movie was as well, by the way. So I think in general, he's a bit of an overhyped actor. I'm not gonna lie. Barry Corrigan. But I don't mind him though, I don't mind him as a person, but I think he is a bit of it's in Saltburn. I don't even think he was the strongest performer in there, and he got all the hype. I think one of the strongest performers in Saltburn was Rosamund Pike. I think Jacob Elordi was actually pretty decent. I thought Ewan Mitchell, he was pretty good in it. Who was the rich sister? Who was the rich sister? Or no, the rich friend who they chucked out. I think it was this lady here, right? This one, Sadie Sovo, she was really good. Or maybe it's Millie Ken, I forgot who it was. But whoever the rich sister was in Saltburn was incredible. So I don't even think he was that good in that. So he gets a lot of hype for his roles, but he's not really the strongest sometimes in the cast that he's in, so whatever. Australian Shepherds, don't really give a shit about dogs like that, so I don't care. Tall person energy, I don't even know what that means personally. It's dumb, but this is also sounds like it's coming from somebody who isn't tall, so maybe they're just hating, which I understand too. Underhyped. Good manners. That's true. I think Good Manners is definitely underhyped because I think most people, maybe this is kind of like a Trump thing. Hear me out here. Back in the day, I remember when Rogan didn't like Trump, he said something very astute and very clever and very correct. I think he was saying a lot of people like Trump because it gives them an excuse to be dicks. And they see Trump be a dick at the highest level and be successful, it kind of empowers them and emboldens them. So I feel like a lot of people in general, forget Trump, let's just talk in generality. I think most people would love to live in a world where they could get away with just like bumping people, shoulder barging people without saying sorry, cutting people in the queue, taking something without asking. I think most people would love that. Smoking somewhere where you're not meant to smoke. Like people just would love to just live life the way they want to live it without having to answer to nobody. And just be a cunt about it. I think most people would prefer that. So not having good manners isn't that much of a big thing to people nowadays, especially in this fast-paced world. Everyone feels like I'm on the go. Why do I care about blah, blah. You know what I mean? People just have that kind of mindset. So I feel like nowadays manners are really kind of not even at the forefront of people's minds. But I do think meeting somebody who does have good manners and somebody that isn't a fucking dick can be so crazily refreshing. It can be so refreshing to meet somebody who generally, you can tell has been brought up well. You can tell has had a good education. You can tell has had a supportive family and friends around them and people to call them out on their bullshit. I love it. I fucking love it personally. I fucking love it. Next, gay women. Gay women. I'm going to say no. Because weirdly enough, I seem to get way more love, way more way more kind of friendly vibes from gay women than gay men. Gay men tend to not like me, even though I really want to be their friends, especially when I go to like techno clubs and shit. I don't know, maybe I give too much overly hetero, cis, toxic male energy. I don't know. I remember once, big up my friend fucking Cat Barker, big up Cat Barker, the legend Cat Barker. Also, big up Cat Baker, Cat Barker, big up Cat Baker, my friend Cat Baker. I don't know her fucking name, but big up Cat Baker. I remember once complaining about it to Cat Baker. I was like, fuck man, I wish I had more gay guy friends. And Cat Baker said like, have you checked your social media feed? I was like, oh shit, yeah, good point. So I guess maybe my feed is a little bit too hetero. It's a little bit too cis, a little bit too heteronormative, right? A little bit too fucking toxic. Especially when I start talking about football, it might scare some of the gay guys away. But I usually do get decent communication and vibes and rapport with gay women. They tend to not mind me, which is pretty startling because I thought that, you know, across the board they wouldn't like me, but gay women don't mind me. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I agree with this. Gay women are underhyped. Yes, more power to the gay women. Yay, gay rights. And also big up that fucking restaurant, that bar in fucking Dalston. No, is it Dalston? Hackney, wherever it was. La Camonera. That fucking one that's founded by a gay couple, and it's mostly for gay women and shit. I love it. So big up them. The business lunch underhyped. Not too sure about that. Is it underhyped business lunches? Is a business lunch even a business lunch? Don't you spend most of the time just talking about nonsense? You don't really talk about work anyway. NyQuil instead of Xanax, right? What is the difference between What is the difference between NyQuil and Xanax? And because you both are they both over the counter or are they prescription? Let's see. Xanax is a prescription medication used to treat anxiety, panic disorders, and results in form of depression. NyQuil is a cold and flu. Oh, I thought NyQuil was for sleeping.